Hi guys, welcome back to my episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. We are on to episode 10, season 2. Last episode. This new community compound, whatever you want to call it, where Nick is, we found out a few details. They're also in not collusion, but they're also having to barter with local, what were, drug dealers who now deal in pretty much everything else. Bartered for water. Nick pushed it a little bit too far, almost got his hand off, and the girl, I don't know her name, was not impressed. She was worried about them also following them back because they've never pushed it like that with them before. And this doctor, who seems to be the one who's in charge, which is unusual that he's running a dual kind of responsibilities here, gave this speech at the end about them being the children of the resurrection. I'm not sure Nick's in as safe a place as I originally thought he was either. We don't know enough about these people. And Madison and Strand spent the entire episode getting plastered, only to realise that they are now completely pinned because they made too much noise, playing the music, playing the piano. He's brought all the walkers out. They've come from every direction. They're falling off the balconies. They're herding up against the door. And they didn't even notice till it was too late. I'm expecting that's why we possibly could pick this up. So let's go. This is episode 10. It was somebody's wedding anyway.
Saying this sickness they're reporting, they say it's spreading.
You're safe here, Mrs. Stowe. The hotel is very secure.
Everyone
Not
thought that.
disparaging the hotel.
Perfect.
Oh, here we go. Oh, is he injured? Is he bit? I don't know, do we?
Listen, you understand?
Okay. Come on.
This would normally just be a disaster of a wedding, but... There we go. Last thing you expect while you're trying to give someone CPR. I know it's them two fucked off. Yeah, lock them in. That was a little bit cruel at that point. I don't know. People in extreme circumstances and situations don't behave rationally.
Let's see about a ride. We need supplies. We don't know what's over there. See anything? Double time your ass back here. Got it.
Head into town. In town. Look at all the shops. You stock up. You'll know what it's like.
Why are you standing there? Why did this other guy seem shocked by that? Him?
Let's go! Let's go! You alright?
Yeah, he's created an issue already. This in the vehicle you're driving?
You'll heal faster if we drive.
Not if he gets gangrene, he won't.
Already getting better.
It's a lot easier, because obviously these shows are set in the US.
Foot on the brake, put it in drive.
More or less everything's an
A
automatic.
little gas. There you go. Now, look down the road, not right in front of the bumper.
I wonder if... She's carrying him. You know, we saw the hotel manager and the bellboy or whatever, waiter, whatever. I wonder if when they locked them all in, if they didn't get away, didn't get out, they're still in here somewhere. Oh shit! You're gonna need some help. Go around it. Go around it. Don't hit it. I thought I was going to try and hit it.
It'll come back to the way it was. They're working on it.
No, it won't.
Someone, somewhere. Has to be.
I suppose you have to
I
have
don't
faith
believe
that
this
it
is
will.
the end.
At this point, I would no longer be thinking it will all come back. It will all go back to normal. There'll be people working on it. I would have initially thought that, but the further the time elapses, the more you see of the open country and the open towns that you're passing through, and how much of the infrastructure has gone, and how much of the everything that you took for granted and normal is decimated. I would already be at this point now. I'm like, there's things you can come back from. There's things where you're past that point. This is already past this point, and that's not just from a virus standpoint with the walkers. It's just literally everything that society and humankind has built over the last 100 years or so since the Industrial Revolution has been rendered useless.
When Howard is in the mountains now.
Fewer people. What are we doing, Dad?
We're managing. Surviving.
We go to the border.
Do you think you should really be looking for
Yeah, but
safety in numbers
pressing
there?
in from both sides. It's dangerous.
I mean, when there's just two of you on your own like this, what is the better option? Do you stick to just the two of you? Try and just live and survive?
Dad, they can see. Kill the fuck. Someone's coming. Someone's coming. Who are they?
This is the thing now, right? In a city or a town, you could steal something, run into someone, piss someone off, whatever. You'll never see him again. If you get away, or you walk away, you run away, you drive away, whatever, they're gone. Okay? Now, there are so few left. This is what you run into each time. For every person you run into, whether they're good or bad, you don't know how they're going to respond. And if you do what Chris did, I know I'm not calling him for this. All he did was to go and see if there was any supplies. Found a big can, bottle of water, not an awful lot. It's not like you stole ammunition or weapons or you took it from someone else, but it's enough for someone to decide that you've taken from them. And it doesn't, the landscape is so sparse of life. It's quite easily to run into those people again. This is going to continue to occur and occur.
Look, we're not gonna hurt you over some refried beans, buddy.
Then why are you here?
We're gonna set up camp here, so...
We're here. My son and I.
I believe we already met your son, sir. He demonstrated some major badassery earlier today. You say you saved my life. I say you stole my shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to debate? Or do
What's
you
the
want to
problem?
eat? I'm Brandon. This is Derek, baby James.
I'm not trusting Brandon right now. We know they are attracted by sense of sound and smell.
Ophelia?
Do they actually see you as well or not? Are the retinas still functional? Because they crash into things and fall over things quite easily, but that's just because they're not in control of their entire body. Or they are, one or the other. It's one way because you know they will just fall. Like that. The reason I'm asking is because they seem to have some slightly different traits. I don't see them reach out to grab very often. You were lucky you had someone to help you out there.
Where is he?
Yep, it's her. I was right. They never got out.
You guys are the first Americans we met since hell started raining down. It's our patriotic duty. Tell me.
There is
We
no
came
hope.
from the north. LA's gone. San Diego's gone. Military bombed those cities, tried to contain it. Everything's destroyed all the way to the Continental Divide.
Yeah, well, we'll come back. We always do. Now, back at that taco stand, you showed some skill taking out the wasted.
Wasted? Yeah, the first
They
one
call
we
them
saw.
wasted.
Where'd you learn to kill? Your pops?
It's just games to him.
Gets easier with practice.
We try to avoid them as much as we can.
I mean, we're so close to home. You guys want to hitch a ride with us? We could use a couple more guys like you.
We're gonna carve something out for ourselves here.
What are you gonna carve into, buddy?
We could use some gas.
I moved the dead to protect myself from all of you.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No soy pendeja. Where are they hiding?
Where is who hiding?
Where are they keeping Hector?
I need to get downstairs.
Someone's taken them.
My mother was surrounded by infected.
The dead are in the stairwells. You cannot go down.
It is that simple. My mother needs me. I have to go. Did you hear me? I'm not here to hurt you.
He went to find food and never came back.
Ah,
The guests took him to draw me out. No, they kill us or exile us. Either way, it's the same.
5 of us, 6 when we find your nephew. The shit my family's been through, 6 of us is equal to a dozen. We can defend each other.
Don't know them, don't trust them.
me neither. They're being just a little bit too friendly.
Not the source.
They helped us, Dad.
You saw what happened to San Diego.
You said it would turn back. You said that.
I know.
You believed it.
Back then.
I'm not gonna put ourselves in their debt.
They're good people.
No.
They're strong.
Listen to your father.
They're not our people. We survived together. That's how
They're surviving. They know how to survive. They are doing it.
We'll find another car. We'll find a place.
Chris is
And that's the end of it.
Chris is already the kind of person who will be them and cross the line. Just doing whatever it takes. Not when it comes to that. Drawing down. Or you're gonna throw them all off the fucking balcony. No? It's the other way. Out on the balcony. Lock them in. I'm assuming you can climb over to the other balcony. Oh my goodness, you gotta climb across from one balcony to another because there's a concrete post in the middle. It's going! It's going! Go. Prison shoot. Escape plan. I mean, I know it's only like 3 or 4 feet wide, but
I haven't left the tower since it began.
well, maybe it's time to.
Hector needs you. My mother needs me.
Would she have you risk your life for hers?
My mother would die for me.
That's what parents do.
He had a heart attack on this spot.
Set it in motion.
The poor man became one of them while we were waiting for rescue. They look up to me for help. I contained the situation.
Yeah, you locked him in.
I have the hotel to think about. We were at capacity.
I mean, she didn't do it out of malice at all. Can see it.
Hector and I,
Ran.
till help could come. People die. Now they hate me.
This is awesome.
Not the word I use.
You got no speed limits, no cops, no money, no work, no bills, no bullshit.
Yeah.
You're just living.
Some
This
people like this
Isn't
life.
living.
The end times made us gods.
That's one way to perceive it. I mean, the one only thing I will agree with him with that is this is now truly a free life. There's no government, there's no police. Like he said, there's no employers, there's no money, there's no infrastructure, there's no anything that tied you to doing all the normal mundane shit we all have to do every day that we wake up to put a roof over our head and pay our bills and buy our food and put the lights on. All of that's gone. You are free, but it comes at a very, very high cost. And they're okay with that. That they are the devils of the world.
Find anything?
Cupboards are bare. Dust.
What?
Here. We can stay here.
Yeah.
Good place. Chris, listen to me.
We need a group, Dad. We need people.
I did say that.
Okay, we need a place with people.
I did say.
What?
The world is now divided into two types of groups. Their kind, your father's kind. Those that will do anything required.
Protein, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Mom?
We've got the whole episode without seeing him.
You
Stop that!
Oh, they've got him. So they are still here.
Have you seen anyone else?
The keys.
Don't give him the keys until we know.
We know. It's just not with him.
Give me the keys I give you your nephew, and then you leave this place. The keys.
Like my daughter, my husband.
Lena!
Oh, well.
Like you're worried about your boy.
No,
Get
they
that.
are.
Come on,
I
Chris.
think they are.
We'll keep him safe. No harm will come to him.
Hey,
Like him.
sáquense de aquí.
There you go.
Ahora. Esta es mi propiedad.
Buried his
Y no son
whole
bienvenidos.
family.
We don't speak Spanish.
We have no right.
No.
Drop the gun.
Por favor, put the gun
You're
on.
outnumbered. Drop the gun.
Vámonos.
That lad's gonna end up shooting him. Oh, crap.
No!
Yep, he's gonna. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Thank you. Shit. I can't believe Chris is the one who pulled the fucking trigger. I've got bad news for you, Travis. Survival of the fittest men who are prepared to do whatever they feel like doing to survive. Right, what I was just saying basically there, I got not cut off, but the episode ended. So, I wasn't expecting such an abrupt end there. Chris is making decisions and choices here based on his emotional state and running into this group of people who he feels are more him and not his father, not seeing his father for what he's trying to do. Travis is just trying to stay as focused as he can, away from any sort of danger that he can, and just keep his son safe. But we've run into these people here now. I know I said, you know, do you do that? Do you just keep it as you and your son, or do you just start to try to find other people, safety in numbers? Do you go to try and look for a community? You would probably be safer with that than just a small group here with just like 2 or 3 of them, because they can be, as the guy said himself, sat in the back of the truck, we're the new gods of the world here now. We're the elite, because all of that shit that made us nobodies has gone. Now we're important. Now we're completely free. We can do what we want, when we want, with who we want, and we can choose who lives and who dies. And if you have that outlook, you're probably going to end up dead by pissing someone off or taking somebody out you shouldn't. But Chris is attracted to this. He was already, you know, his mindset was already in this place with our original survivors, our original group. And I think it's why Travis has pulled him away, but he's still pulling away from his father anyway, regardless. And now that guy's dead. How do you get through to him? Or don't you? I mean, does he lose his son here? Does he walk away? I mean, it's very difficult for parents to just walk away. I don't know. Meanwhile, we spent the entire episode, I was waiting to see what had happened to Madison and Strand and how they got out of that. And they've conveniently bypassed all of that so we didn't see it. We may get it in a flashback or something. I don't know. Maybe not. We don't seem to get many of them in this series, or a before and after episodes like we got a lot with The Walking Dead, where a big portion is skipped like that, and then they give us a solo episode of showing us how they came out the other end of it. So the hotel manager, the woman, and I don't know her name, but the boy's name, the guy that she's with, is Hector. So we do have survivors from the wedding party. Don't know how many of them is going to survive that now she opened the doors on them. They now have the keys, so they're in control. I think it's just best now that the two of them, the hotel manager and Hector, and the rest of our group, Strang, Madison, Alicia, everything, just get the hell out of here, because this hotel is already completely overrun. They're going to force and break through somewhere at some point, even though you've been sectioning them off. And of course, the group that you locked in are going to be your enemy because you sealed their fate, even though what you was trying to do was make sure you didn't seal the fate of the entire hotel. Like I mentioned in commentary, there was no malice or hatred or just not caring in that decision process that she made. At the point, she was thinking, save the rest of the hotel, help will come. It never did. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that. Right, I'm going to be back with episode 11 next week. Till then, guys, by all means, please post your comments down below. Also, let me know, because I'm still not 100% sure, and I mentioned it early in the episode. Can all walkers see? Can none of them see? Can some of them see? I don't know, because there's a few of them there in the hotel shaft tried to actually grab onto her, which would imply that they can see the person in front of them. But they still fall over things and walk into doors and everything as though they are just led by instinct of it being smell and an auditory sense. I'm still not entirely sure. Let me know. Until then, I will see you for the next one. Don't forget, they're all available on YouTube playlists. If you want uncut versions, just check the link in the description. As always, I will see you for episode 11 next. Till then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.